Greetings world and American citizens. My name is Scott Meek, and I'd like to be your next president of the United States. Vote for me in the 2020 elections, and you too will reap the benefits of a utopian lifestyle that all of our children and their children's children will benefit from. I'm not going to create empty promises, and I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell it like it is and how I feel. I'm not going to read off of cue cards. I'm not going to take notes. I'm not going to try and remember things, because it's all coming from my heart. The only thing that really matters is that this is heaven. Living on this earth in this of flesh and bones is a part of heaven. We all could be living in a utopian lifestyle without having to drill for oil or fracking or using nuclear. Nuclear is the most stupidest thing on the planet. We think we would have learned after Chernobyl that 200 square miles can be uninhabitable for millions of years because of a meltdown. I got an idea, let's build them all over the freaking world. This is how we get rid of people, and that's what they're doing. It's sad. We have chemtrails in the skies, we do fracking, we destroy our water. The only thing that we're exporting out of this country is water, jobs, and money. We have no renewable resources whatsoever. The oil, if we start drilling for oil, we're going to end up like Saudi Arabia, a desert. We need the oil in our planet to help us move. It's like, pretend the earth is one old automobile. 200 years ago it was a Rolls Royce gallivanting through the galaxy. Today we're an old beat up school bus with 4 flat tires and 3 pistons blown. Our planet is falling apart. We're squeezing it dry. We should not be drilling for oil or fracking. These are big no-nos in humanity. We need to come to grips and understand the benefits of some of these patents and trademarks and copyrights that are keeping us a slave society. The rich keep getting richer and enjoying the more fruitful benefits of life, while the poor keep getting poorer and poorer and poorer. You know, last year in November they came out with a study saying there were 75,000 homeless people in LA County, that they were going to raise the taxes by 0.5% and raise $300 million a year to help fight homeless. Well, they passed the law in 2018. Well, not really a law, just part of legislation. They raised the taxes to 9.75% sales tax here in LA County, making it the largest sales tax in anywhere in the country, highest. And in February they came out with another report saying there was 25,000 homeless people in LA County, and they were going to help 60 in a downtown facility on 3 acres at a cost of $3 million for 6 months. That was the last we ever heard of it. I want to know what happened to the other $297 million that are supposed to be allocated to fight the homeless. Well, you notice they put fight in there. Those words actually are what they're doing. They're not helping the homeless. They're not providing shelters for them. They're not giving them food. They're not giving them, you know, tents or sleeping bags. They're not giving them showers or places to take a shit. It's sad because there's more homeless people than there were last year, and I'm sure there's going to be more next year unless we do something about it. You know, most of this country was built on industrial hemp. When our forefathers came here, they all grew it. They knew what it was about. They knew its potential. But in the last 100 years, they came up with this scheme to patent and trademark and copyright and hold one man's ideas to keep another man suppressed and as a slave. We're all slaves. We're all slaves. Everybody that pays taxes is a slave. It's a crying shame that right now our world is falling apart. It's a crying shame that we're not seeing our tax dollars being spent where they should be. It's a crying shame that our infrastructure is crumbling. Decay everywhere. Old buildings, old roads, old bridges. Everything's falling apart and rusted and dilapidated. You got 65 to 70% of the American population, or the world's population, living below poverty. Seriously. There's a lot of people out there that are just struggling, where they have to have 2 and 3 incomes in one household. When my grandfather was, alive, it only needed him to work. My grandmother stayed at home, raised my mom, and everybody was peachy, and he got to retire at 60 years old. Now it's going to take 2 full-time incomes to just barely pay the rent. God forbid somebody gets sick and they can't pay the rent for a month or 2, then they're ass out and they get evicted. They have no equity. Rent should be a total abolishment in our societies. Rent should be for hotels, resorts, and storage of sorts, not for living and building and making something out of yourself or helping the community. The reason why everything is being all run down is because nobody can afford to put money into something that they're just renting. Why would they put money into it? So now you create capitalism. Capitalism and greed is what's destroying our global governments. Governments should be abolished completely. We're all one species of humans. Yes, we may be all different colors and come from different backgrounds and cultures and world views, but as an intelligent species, we're all connected. If you ask any military or public official or kid on the street, everybody wants somebody to love. Everybody feels the need. Everybody loves to be loved. Everybody needs somebody. That's what life is about. We have 40,000 different religions in this world. Whose God's the real God? If God created all of man, then why hasn't God spoken to one man, more than one man, in all of recorded history? It's sad that our religions keep us in check and make us believe in an afterlife, that if we do good in this life, our next life is going to be better. Well, I'm not going to be driving a Ferrari in the next life. I'm not going to be eating the best banquets of food. I'm not going to be able to feel the pleasures. I'm not going to be able to sense the reality that I feel right now, in today. When you die, you're dead, man. You're just part of the food chain. We're all connected. If you believe otherwise, then, what I say is, if you believe in your own illusions, people call you crazy. But when you believe in other people's illusions, it's called religion. Only one race matters, and that's the human race. We need to provide a future for our future generations to come, and not dwell on the problems that we're facing in today's society. We need to actually do something. If we stand up as one, we can win the war. We can end the war. We need to stop now. Don't vote red, don't vote blue, vote green. vote for industrial hemp. Industrial hemp can provide over 50,000 products can be made from industrial hemp. Over 27 countries around the world utilize industrial hemp. The United States does not. We're one of the only countries in the civilized world that doesn't utilize industrial hemp. If you can make 50,000 products out of one plant, tell me why it's been illegal for so long. We're slaves. We're tax-paying slaves. We don't see where our tax monies are going. Like I said before, our cities are all dilapidated. The only thing that's being built is in the private sector. You don't see mom and pop shops anymore everywhere. You don't see local community stores. You don't see people enjoying their lives. You know, energy is actually free. And what's really sad is that we're not utilizing our technologies to provide a better future for our future generations to come. We're smart people. We're not dumb. We know how to love. We know how to care. We know how to provide. Why don't we? I'm not a puppet. I'm just an angry citizen. I'm just like you. Just throw on a tie, put on a little suit jacket, and I'm a real, business guy now. But in reality, I wear flip-flops and shorts. I let my hair grow a little long. Sometimes I don't shave, because I'm real. I feel that my whole life has been for some sort of real great meaning, not just to be an average John Doe with a toe tag. I want to really truly make a better future for our children. I don't want my daughter growing up in fear, not knowing where her next meal is coming from. With industrial hemp, we can provide food, clothing, fiber, everything, medicine, everything. We're not just talking like, I can make a few things out of it. What's common knowledge is that all wars are fought over resources. What's not common knowledge is that anything that can be made out of oil can be made out of industrial hemp, and that much more. I've seen it. Italy has already proven it many times by producing vehicles, sports vehicles, that run off of hemp, that are built entirely out of hemp. You can make plastics, molding, everything. It's sad. And what's really sad is, some parts of New York were called Hempstead because hemp was the founding industrial fabric of our societies. Hemp is the only way. We need to change our societies. With industrial hemp, we can level the playing field for international trade and buy back America. If you really care about the future and the future of our planet, we'll stop fracking immediately. Stop drilling for oil immediately. Stop using nuclear immediately. If we didn't learn anything from Chernobyl, that during a crisis, or Fukushima, that 200 square miles is going to be uninhabitable for the next million years, why do we have these facilities strategically placed all over the world? Is it for a future takeover? Are they just trying to eliminate as many people as they can so they can live the more wealthier lifestyle. Like they think that they're in control. Like we can't reap the benefits as much as they do. You know, I don't want to shit on a gold toilet, but I would like to wake up every day and enjoy my life. It's sad that I can't, and it's sad that the rest of the world can't either. I wish we all could come together and bring a oneness of mankind and create a new world order through the oneness of mankind, where we have one set of laws, one set of rules, one set of regulations, where we all can come together and agree on in a democratic way and bring a social republic together. It's maybe my words aren't perfect. This is not scripted. This is straight off the top of my head because I feel it in my heart. I feel bad for a lot of people, and I've lost a lot of friends. I lost friends all my life. Growing up, my best friends all died. I feel all alone in this world, but I feel that I can make a change, and I can help provide for a better future for everyone, not just the citizens of the United States. I'm talking the world. I'm sure that with the right counsel and the friends that I have developed over the years, we can provide a better future. Thank you. Please visit my website at scottmeek.com. Find out how you too could be a better part of this future that we live in. Go to scottmeek.com and find out how you too could be a part of my campaign. Industrial hemp. Hemp for victory. Thank you.